It's been one of those days already, guys. This is the third time I am trying to record this video. Somebody does not want me to give you an NFL trend report this week, but guess what? I'm giving you one anyway. If I got to sit here and do this 15 times, we're going to get this damn thing done. I've got a six-pack of undefeated NFL trends for you guys this week. They're a combined 59-0, and we're going to get right into them. And as always, I start by saying, please never make a bet based on any single trend. If you're using trends as part of your handicapping process, what I recommend you do is that you look at what you feel are the relevant trends for each game and weigh those relevant trends out and see if they weigh more heavily on one side or the other. For trend number one, we're going to look at the Washington Commanders. We're going to go back to the 21 season when they're at home and the week is greater than 8, which basically points to the second half of the season. And we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that the over-under is 0-9, no overs, 9 unders. These games stayed under by an average of 7 1/3 points per game. And as I always say, I like the winning margin for these football trends to be better than a touchdown. We do have that here. And you can see that it is active on Sunday when the Commanders host the Giants. So let's go to trend number 2. And guys, for trend number 2, and before I get to that one though, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the bell for notifications so that you will know immediately when I drop one of my trend reports on this channel. For this next trend, we're going to look at the Tennessee Titans. We're going to go back to last season when they are away, and they're facing an opponent who is averaging giving up 350 or more total yards per game. So OA is opponent's average, and then you put in parentheses what you want the average to be of, or we want the average to be of the opponent's total yards. So this is Tennessee's opponent's total yards greater than or equal to 350. We'll hit the SDQL button. You can see that the over-under is 0-8, no overs, 8 unders. These games stayed under by an average of almost 8 points per game. And this is active Sunday when the Titans visit the Jaguars. So let's move right on into trend number 3. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would really appreciate that. It helps me be seen by more sports bettors who might find these videos helpful, especially those who are trying to learn the SDQL database. For this next trend, we're going to look at the 49ers. And I don't normally like to go back this far, but I wanted to show you the date parameter. So date, we're going to go back to October 7th, 2019. So for those of you who have not seen me use the date parameter before, you start with the 4-digit year, then you go with the 2-digit month, and then the 2-digit day. So we're looking at the Niners since October 7th of 19 when they're at home, and their previous opponent was an AFC opponent. So previous opponent's conference was AFC, so it's the Niners coming off a non-conference game. We'll hit the SDQL button, and you can see that the Niners are 8-0 straight up and against the spread, winning by 18.25 points per game on average, covering the spread by an even 12 points per game on average. And this is active Sunday when the Niners host the Bucs. Let's go to trend number 4. And guys, if you have any trends that you would like me to look up or situational angles to look up for this week's NFL games, drop them in the comments and I'll get to them when I can. If you have any that you found, please share. Please drop them in the comments as well. We would all love to see them. For trend number 4, we're looking at the Dallas Cowboys, and we're going back to last season when they are coming off a game against a division opponent. So previous game was a division game. And we'll hit the SDQL button. You can see the Cowboys are a perfect 8-0 straight up, winning by almost 20.5 points per game on average. 8-0 against the spread, covering the spread by better than 13 points per game on average. You can see that this is active Sunday when the Cowboys are double-digit road favorites at Carolina. Now, I'm a lifelong diehard Cowboys fan, but I will not be laying the double digits on the road with the Cowboys this weekend. I just don't feel it's a good spot for them because they're coming off a 32-point win against a division rival. It's not the best situation for the Cowboys. And if we look at their season schedule, you can see that next week, that's their Thanksgiving Day game, they'll be hosting another division rival, the Washington Commanders. So this non-division game against one of the weakest teams in the league is sandwiched between two division games. So definitely not an ideal spot for the Cowboys. So take that trend for what it's worth. And let's move into trend number 5. And guys, I just want to let you know that if you are so inclined, I do have a 3-pack of college basketball totals for today being Thursday. So if you're watching this on the day I'm recording it, I've got 3 college basketball totals ready to go for tonight. My college basketball first half totals hit at a 63% winning clip last November and December. Just cashed another one last night on that Richmond Boston College first half under. 3 more of them tonight. And if you go over to my page at dbbets.com, you can see right there on the right-hand side, it says today's plays. The package is right there. It's $29. Now, these plays, if I sold them separately, would each go for $25. So $75 total if sold separately, but I'm putting all 3 in this one package for just $29. So you save $46 there. You also have the option to get the package guaranteed for $44, meaning if I don't turn a profit on those 3 plays, so I basically have to hit 2 out of the 3. If I do not, you'll get $44 in wager bucks credited to your account. So you can get that right now at dbbets.com. So let's go back. And for this next trend, we're going to look at the Detroit Lions. We're going to go back to last season when they have won 2 out of their last 3 games. So that's what that means here. So TS's team sum. And then the first thing in the parentheses is, well, what do you want to take the sum of? Well, we want their wins. So W for wins, and then a comma. And then after the comma, the system wants to know how many games back are we going? Well, N equals 3. So we're going back their last 3 games. So we're looking for how many wins they have total in their last 3 games. And for this, we're looking at situations where they've won exactly 2 out of their last 3 games. So we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that the Lions are a perfect 10-0. Now, look, they were only an average favorite of about -2 points, but they were 10-0 straight up, 10-0 against the spread, covering the spread by better than 11.5 points per game on average. And you can see that this is active on Sunday when the Lions host their division rival, the Chicago Bears. And that is going to bring us to the 6th and final trend for this week. And for this one, this is actually active for tonight, the Thursday night game. We're going to look at the Bengals. We're going to go back to the 2020 season when the line is between 3 and 9. So that would be +3 and +9. And the total is 43 or higher. And we'll hit the SDQL button. And you can see that despite being an average underdog of about +5, the Bengals are 10-5-1 straight up, a perfect 16-0 against the spread, covering the spread by about 9.3 points per game on average. And it is active tonight, Thursday night, with the Bengals +3.5 in Baltimore against the Ravens. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this week's edition of my NFL Trend Report. Again, if you've got any trends you want me to look up for this weekend's game, drop them in the comments. If you have any that you found, please drop those in the comments as well. Don't forget to head over to dbbets.com and grab that 3-pack of college basketball totals for tonight. And as always, best of luck on all of your wagers this weekend.